What was the biggest challenge going from a couple of failures in business or businesses that didn't work or didn't get the attention they deserved now to a business that's making real revenue? How did you adapt to the fact that, you now make real revenue and have real responsibilities around, customers, processes, and everything in between?
Uh, I think the biggest challenge was myself. And what I mean by that is about 4 months into business, I actually fell back into an old paradigm of my own thoughts where I was like scared of the success that I was having. I don't know if scared is the right word, but intimidated by it maybe. And for 2 months, I actually pretty much stopped doing business, stopped looking for it. I still got business from the pipeline I had built up. And I just played video games for 2 months.
Why?
Don't know. I just did. What actually started it is I actually got scammed out of about $1,000, and it kind of shut down all my momentum and everything that I had going on for me. And I wasn't managing my money at all. So it just was kind of leaking out. I was like, oh, I have money now I can spend it. That was my mindset. And I was just getting myself into trouble. And I actually found myself with only $400 moving through my business left at the beginning of November. And I started in May, so that was 6 months in. And I was looking at this, I was like, wow, I have $400. I can't even pay rent next month. If I don't make it work this month of November, I'm going to have to look for a job. I'm going to have to do Uber again, completely defeat the purpose. And I did that to myself, for the previous 2 months. Those were the two lowest sales I had throughout this entire year. And I had to overcome my own, old habits of playing video games, and shut that down. I canceled my Xbox Live membership in November. And I'm like, all right, it's time to make this work. So in November, I doubled my money 3 times, and it was overcoming my own self was the biggest challenge, because stuff comes in business. I've learned through people try to scam you. People are always ready to come and take everything that you've worked for in the blink of an eye, and they won't even lose an ounce, a second of sleep doing it, and there's those types of people out there. And it doesn't matter about those people. They're always out there. They're always ready. But are you ready to, get back up and keep moving again? Because if I hadn't been, I wouldn't be on this call with you. I'd be miserable doing Uber again, or maybe doing a job right now. I don't know if I didn't actually, get over my own crap playing video games. And I haven't played video games since I canceled that Xbox Live membership. And since doing that, I've, made more money than I've ever made in my life.
So, I mean, that's a really good point, right? This happens to a lot of people, I think, like the whole idea of self-sabotage, right? You finally get something you want, right? And then you're like, oh, hey, this is exactly what I want, but wait a minute, this can't last forever, so I don't know what to do now. Like there's money on the table, I have all this stuff, but my God, like now, what do I do? Like do I keep going? Is it going to blow up, or do I just wait? Let me just go play Xbox.
Yeah. Yeah. Like in the back of my mind that whole time when I was starting to make money, I was like thinking to myself, like, this isn't going to last. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. And then what do you know? I lost it. And
but did you really lose it, or did you create the loss?
Well, I got scammed, but then I created the loss by not continuing to
That's
make
what I
more
mean,
money.
right? So you ultimately lost not because the business was slowing down or people weren't interested anymore, because you personally kind of took that journey to kind of take a break for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
So, I really love this conversation because it's so raw, right? Like, it's so real. Like, it's like, this is the real struggles people deal with on a day-to-day basis building a business. What do you struggle with today in building your business? Like, what now that is grown to this is business that's now validated and real, and this is what you do. It's no longer kind of like, is this what I'm going to do? But it is what you do. So tell me a little bit about what still is on your mind, or what do you struggle with today?
Well, realizing that it's still all tied, because I'm still a one-man show as of now. It's still all tied completely to me. I get sick, I get injured, my emotions come into play, and I don't feel like doing work today. I'm not making any money, you know? And realizing that it's still 100% reliant on what I do is kind of, you know, a big struggle for me right now, because like I said, if I don't do anything, I'm not going to be making any money. And also, you know, FlipZip, I've got the website getting designed right now, and for me personally, the next step of having to put money into ad revenue, and the fact that I haven't kept track of the demographic over the past year of who are the most likely to sell phones to me and all that. I'm like, man, I should have written down ages, should have written down, you know, maybe income levels if I could have gotten that information so I could market it now. Because now I'm going into kind of the unknown of where I'm going to be advertising my website, and I'm just, you know, I'm wondering on how effective that's going to be. But I know deep down that I'm going to figure it out, and that's that. You know, and that was the biggest thing for me, man, throughout this whole year, is when I was down to that $400 in November. I was just like, man, I don't know if I can do this. It's like, wait a second, look at how awesome these past 6 months were. Like, I could definitely do it. I just gotta do the next thing, you know. So yeah, that's on my mind right now. It's just the next thing, and I know I'm gonna figure it out.